Okay, and we're back.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, we're back because it's been some time. We had to have the appropriate build up for episode 20.
But also, you got a new job and you've been busy. And
So
so,
busy.
congratulations.
Thank you. It's been so busy. This is the eponymous episode. But I won't do that today. Today it's but I won't do that.
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
But his nickname was Meat.
Meat. Yeah, literally. Yeah, guys call him Meat for reasons that we can get into. Today we're drinking the champs out of these vintage Empire Strikes Back glasses.
I have Luke.
Becky's got Luke and I've got Lando.
Cheers.
Original Burger King Coca-Cola glasses.
You would get them if you got a drink.
They would never fucking do this now. Can you imagine like a fast food joint giving out glass?
No.
Like these are so cool. Now it'd be like they wouldn't
Plastic.
even, if you're lucky.
The toys at McDonald's in the Happy Meal.
Yeah.
When I worked in Beverly Hills, I helped a pregnant girl who that was her job.
To do what?
Like order, design, figure out what the toys were in a Happy Meal.
That's amazing.
That was her. She was the American person. They made everything, got everything from China or overseas in general.
Yeah, the toys. I mean, the toys in Happy Meals are also one of those things. Like, now they're just like the lowest common denominator of plastic.
I know this was a long time ago, actually.
Yeah, they probably were still pretty cool.
I remember we all thought, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, no, that's a great job. It's Veterans Day. I had the day off.
I didn't.
You didn't. I'm sorry. One of us had the day off.
Yeah.
We just got done watching the video to today's song.
And I
said to Becky, I said, we can't, sometimes on this show, I play the video as we're rolling and we kind of react in real time. But this one you can't, because it would totally derail the episode because the video is so over the top.
I mean,
so
it would
ridiculous.
Still derail the video because I can't imagine, like, I don't even know where to begin with that video.
I was telling you the video is directed by Michael Bay, who's like sort of the king of 90s over the top action movies. Yeah. Which if you see Michael Bay movies, the first 30 seconds of the video is a good tip off. There's, for some fucking reason, there's cops and helicopters and cuts and sun flare and stuff, and it looks very Michael Bay.
But also the lighting looks like everything was shot at the brightest, sunniest day that they tried to make it look like night with that weird blue-gray cast of light. But also this lighting throughout the whole thing was so horrible. But also maybe that was the lighting then.
Yeah.
In
1993. Maybe the moral here is everything about this man, Meatloaf, is over the top.
Yeah.
Right? There's nothing about him that is not just gloriously over the top. You said this morning that he really is. He feels like the biggest inspiration for Jack Black.
Yeah.
Right? Jack Black seems to share a lot of his characteristics.
A little more hyper.
Yeah.
In regards to like the VH1 show that you were watching.
Yeah, I watched this morning because I had the day off. I went back and found on YouTube VH1 Behind the Music, those documentaries they made in the 90s. And man, they're pretty bad. But it was pretty hilarious though to see this. But yeah, it's like, Meatloaf, let's kind of jump right into it. Speaking of Meatloaf, here's Daisy.
Our Meatloaf. She just finished eating and she was making a lot of noise on the ground.
She's not very dramatic, but she's quite a loaf.
She is our own loaf. She's a little portly, as was Meatloaf.
Exactly. Meatloaf's so interesting, right? So Meatloaf, he died in 2022, but his name was Michael Lee Aday, or Marvin Lee Aday. I guess, then changed it to Michael Leaday, better known by his stage name Meatloaf. But his dad called him Meat.
Yeah, his dad, he had such a horrible, like,
his dad was
that, I mean, when they got into it in the VH1 special and they really got into, like, his upbringing a little bit with his dad, and like his mother died, and on the day after his mother died, his father was already an alcoholic.
Yeah.
And his father came into broke down his door, came in and like basically tried to
Sounds like
stab
tried
him.
to kill him or something.
Yeah.
Really bad. But his dad called him Meat. He was always a big kid, always overweight, tortured by other children for this. Later, the loaf was added by friends. So really, this wasn't something he took on. Like later on, he was kind of always called that. But he was an American singer and actor. You may remember him actually from his memorable role in Fight Club with the boobs, the man with the boobs.
Right.
He was known for his powerful, wide-ranging voice in theatrical live shows. His Bat Out of Hell album trilogy, Bat Out of Hell from 1977, Bat Out of Hell 2 from 1993, and the final from 2006, have sold more than 100 million records worldwide, making him one of the best-selling music artists of all time.
I mean, it's really insane. And also his, inauspicious start. Like,
Yeah. He's interesting because he himself sort of embodies, I always think of him as like embodying musical theater.
Yeah, like a theater kid.
Everything about him is musical theater.
Yeah.
His albums are musical theater.
Yeah.
He got his start in musical theater. He sings in a musical theater style.
But late in life, right? Don't you think? I mean, I know he left it. How old was he when he left to LA?
He was 23. He was like 23.
Is that when he just came?
Yeah. He just went to LA to get away from
the day after his dad tried to kill him, and just left for LA of all places. And then, like, it seemed like in the VH1 special, which, come on, that's
factually accurate.
The next day, no, but he was like out looking for a job, and he was looking for a job to at the
park cars.
Yeah,
at a theater.
Yeah, and then and the theater had the performance of Hair.
Yeah.
And they wanted him to be, but had they heard his voice? Like, they're all, come on, be the lead. Or, like, what happened there?
You do get the impression in these VH1 stories, they're cutting a lot of corners.
They're just like,
with the stories.
Hey,
but I think the point of the story was that he just kind of out of nowhere was able to land a musical theater role and use that to go into later Rocky Horror Picture Show.
But also, can we talk about Hair? Wasn't Hair the one where people were naked?
Yeah, weren't they?
Yeah, so was he too. Like, I'm willing to be naked?
Yeah, they skipped over that.
If you're like willing to be naked in a play, you probably can get the job. You know what I mean? Maybe they're like, hey, our guy was going to do this part. He just didn't know he had to be naked.
Yeah.
And Meat was like, I'll be naked. But also, he can sing. Like, he has such an amazing voice, so that's the thing that's so, like, that he was playing football and stuff where he came from.
Yeah, he's from Texas.
Yeah.
But Hair is a rock musical. That's right. It's one of these 70s rock or 60s rock musicals. Let's see. The work reflects the creator's observations of the hippie counterculture and sexual revolution of the late 1960s, and its songs became anthems of the anti-Vietnam War movement. Let's see.
I don't even know any of
Bohemian. I don't either. Yeah, okay. I mean, I do kind of have this idea in my head that there's like a lot of nudity.
Oh, Age of Aquarius. I do know that song.
Age of Aquarius.
This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
Anyway, he's just a very theatrical person, and
kind of unbeknownst to him, it seemed like.
Yeah.
He was pretty low key in comparison to Jack Black. Except on stage, like when he was sitting in that chair talking and stuff.
Yeah, he was well known. He was known for his. I mean, watching that VH1
behind the
documentary. He was very charismatic, and the clips they had of him on stage, it was like, okay, I could see why people got into this guy.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I have always loved Bat Out of Hell, the first album, the 1977 album. I mean, it's ridiculous, but man, it's really good. It's just a great album. Paradise by the Dashboard Light is incredible. 2 out of 3. Took the words out of my mouth. It's just, but it feels like you're watching a musical. It's like you could put that on stage. I'm surprised no one hasn't actually, and made a story out of it. Anyway,
you heard it from us.
Welcome to, but I won't do that. Episode 20 today.
This is our
Meatloaf's comeback song from 1993. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Cheers.
Cheers. Welcome, everybody.
Just then you won't do anything for love.
It's more shams. Okay, so his first album is Bat Out of Hell with Jim Steinman.
Right.
We've talked about him before because he wrote Bonnie Tyler's Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Yes.
Right. So Steinman is a perfect partner for Meatloaf because Meatloaf's bombastic voice matches Steinman's absurd lyrics so well.
I know, and it's a shame that Meatloaf didn't do Total Eclipse of the Heart in a way.
Yeah, well, but I mean, according to Meatloaf, that song was written for him, but they had so much conflict that Steinman gave it to Bonnie Tyler. Same with the Air Supply song.
Those were both written for him.
That's what Meatloaf claims.
Oh my gosh. I mean, they were still hits. Huge hits. That's crazy.
Steinman wrote some of Rocky Horror Picture Show, including Meatloaf's sort of standout song. Yes. So Meatloaf's like, hey, we should do this album together. Meatloaf doesn't look like a rock star at all.
Yeah.
So
which is part of his, I don't know, like charm.
His appeal, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was hard for them to get the label to sort of, they got signed by a label, but it seems like the label didn't really want to push them too hard.
Well, their A&R guy threw the album in the Hudson.
In the ocean in Connecticut. I was like, what the hell does that mean?
In Connecticut? I thought he was in New York.
This is Connecticut. Oh. They drove to the coast.
Who's promoting something in Connecticut, though? Come on. Go
to New York. He lives in Connecticut.
Probably. Oh, he just drives to New York. Yeah. How long does that take? An hour?
Depends where you are.
Let's say the closest Connecticut place.
Well, it's 10 minutes. It's on the border.
Really?
Yeah, it's all these rich New Yorkers live in southern Connecticut.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. Geography is my weak point. Okay.
Yeah, so he's like, I mean, Bat Out of Hell has sold tens of millions of copies, but at the time, the record label didn't even want to release it. It came out. It was a slow builder. I think like the VH1 documentary made it sound like it was a smash hit. It definitely was not a smash hit. It took a while to build up. But
I just would love to be around during that time of word of mouth, Yeah. Like I love that underdog story of this really talented person, like unexpectedly killing it in this Hair musical and then jumping from there to a record, getting a record deal. And then also that guy is a hit maker, right? Jim Steinman. Yeah. Like he's able to write just these things that capture your, like Totally Eclipse of the Heart. I mean, I remember the first time I heard it, and this song, I would do anything for love. It's just when you hear it, you sing it, you're like, and it's so passionate. Like these songs where you can be in your car. It's almost like self karaoke, when you're in your car on the freeway going to work or something. It can put you in a good mood because you're like, you can be all, I would do it. You can be so dramatic.
It's a power ballad. You just want to go for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like so many of his songs. This is the song that we took the name of the podcast for because we just found this song so deliciously absurd.
Dramatic,
fun, just everything we want about this podcast. like so easy to poke fun at, but also you love it at
You
the
love
same
it.
time.
Yeah.
I think the song turns a lot on the conjunction, right? I read one rock critic saying that really this song should have been called "I'd Do Anything for Love and I Won't Do That." Instead, it's "But I Won't Do That," which lends the song almost like a mythology, right? Like, what is he talking about? What is the that? Whereas I think if it's "and I won't do that," it's easier to explain.
Why?
Well, hold on. So "I Do Anything for Love, But I Won't Do That" is a song written by Jim Steinman, performed by American rock singer Meatloaf, with additional vocals by Lorraine Crosby. She's the woman that comes in at the end. The song was released in August of 1993 as the first single from the singer's sixth album, Bat Out of Hell 2, Back into Hell. Now, I should point out here that his sixth album, but every album between 1 and 6 were absolute bombs, some not even released in America, because the 80s were not kind to Meatloaf. And to wit, one critic writes, "Nobody saw the Meatloaf comeback coming. Even when it was happening, it all seemed deeply implausible. The guy who had made one of the biggest albums of all time, that's Bat Out of Hell, but that album was 16 years ago and the man had disappeared into obscurity in the years since. Meatloaf's whole style, gigantically hammy hymns to mythic excitement,
Mythic excitement.
couldn't have been more diametrically opposed to what was happening to rock radio in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Right, Pearl Jam, Nirvana, right? But that's the inherent problem of thinking in narrative absolutes. When you try to impose structure on history, you can lose sight of little things.
It's the same in fashion.
Like the dopamine rush of a thundering, dramatic chord hitting at the exact right moment. "I'd Do Anything for Love, But I Won't Do That," the only #1 hit that Meatloaf ever made,
Seriously.
is pretty much all thundering, dramatic chords hitting at the right moments. That is why this ridiculous song is so magical.
Yes.
So
cheers to that.
he's, he doesn't look like a rock star. The timing is all wrong, right? 1993, the sort of like hair band stuff's been pushed out by serious grunge and the oncoming alternative rock revolution, and then in the midst of this, he hits #1 with this song. The power ballad was a commercial success, reaching #1 in 28 countries. The single was certified platinum in the US and became Meatloaf's first and only #1 and top 10 single in the Billboard Hot 100. And also was his only #1 in the UK. And he won a Grammy for Best Rock Vocal Performance Solo. So it's a huge hit. It's a huge success. It's also really fucking long. So that on the album, it's 12 minutes long.
Oh my God.
The music video version that we just watched is 7:48, but the single that you usually hear on the radio is 5:13. There are so many fucking verses to this song. It's just ridiculous.
But that's not Meatloaf's fault. That's Jim Steinman's fault.
It's so perfect for him, like a 12-minute power ballad.
But you know what? Then Steinman just thinks in story. Steinman's like this mini, like Shakespeare. It's so like that guy wrote Medieval.
No, look at this. Look at this. According to Wikipedia, the genre Wagnerian rock.
What?
Like Wagner opera. Let's see what else falls under Wagnerian rock. Wikipedia. Wagnerian rock is the merger of 20th century rock and roll and 19th century opera, reminiscent of Richard Wagner. The term was coined by Jim Steinman to describe Meatloaf. Incredible. Like the Wikipedia entry for Wagnerian rock is 2 sentences. Come on. That cannot be.
Well, there's more to it, but no one really cares to like it.
The lyrics, "I'd do anything for love, but I won't do that," were first used in the song "Getting So Excited," recorded by Bonnie Tyler on Faster Than the Speed of Night, which was produced by Steinman.
What is that? Do you know what that is?
I don't know that song at all.
Oh.
But interesting that lyric comes from an earlier song.
Like a throwaway line, but that he clearly had a narrative for.
Yeah. So I want to get to the lyrics of this song,
Okay.
but before we do, just what are your initial thoughts on the title? You know, if you go back into your thoughts on this song, I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. What are your
Like love, life and death. I would do anything for love. But then, like,
well, do anything for love is like it's sort of like Bryan Adams saying, "I'd die for you."
yes, I'd sprain my ankle for you. They really, actually. But okay, if you are that dramatic person, because there are those people, and you would do anything for love, you can't then say, but I won't do that.
But okay, but that's what I'm really wondering though. What do you make of the second half of the title?
Well, to me, it's like, so then I'm like,
I won't do that. What is he talking about?
you won't do, I'm never going to have anal sex with you. Like, I'm never going
I think
to,
that's
like,
what most people think of.
really?
I think so.
I mean, that's the first thing I think of.
Yeah, my cursory look at music critics was basically like they all kind of had snickering things like everyone's mind goes to that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. So, like, let's, the elephant in the room, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because seriously, that is, I think, would you think of that too? Because I'm thinking like woman's point of view, like, but it's a guy singing it. So it's so interesting. Like, what are you saying? You're not going to do that to me? Because I'm not asking for that from you. You know what I mean? So like,
but that's where I think like it's got to be like the title makes so much more sense is if it's and I won't do that. Because like okay, so the lyrics, right, there's all this sort of, there's so many lyrics to this song because if in 12 minutes, I mean, unless you're gonna have some like incredible, like, I don't know, prog rock, instrumental interim, you're gonna have a lot of lyrics. There's a lot. Some days it don't come easy, some days it don't come hard, some days it don't come at all, and these are the days that never end.
Can I just interrupt you for 1 second?
Yeah, please.
And say, you read shit like this and you think, well, I could write songs, right? Like, is it just who you know? But then at the same time, is this guy doing all the music too? Like, is he doing all the composition of this song?
Yeah, Steinman is writing. He's doing lyrics. Yeah,
his lyrics are like, to me, weak.
Okay, yeah.
But his composition,
the composition, yeah,
dramatize his lyrics, so it's like he's a genius. Like, because then his lyrics that are like, some days that don't come easy, some days that don't come hard, it's like easy, hard, blah. Like, what?
Yeah.
It's like red fish, blue fish, like Dr. Seuss. It's right. It's like very Yet, then when you put this stuff, this building, like underneath it, then you're like, okay, yeah, I know. Sometimes it is hard.
It does. The build-ups are incredible.
Yeah.
The chorus is, I would do anything for love. I know it's true, and that's a fact. It's like something Trump would say. I would do anything for love, and there'll never be no turning back. But I'll never do it better than I do it with you. So long, and I would do anything for love. Oh, I would do anything for love. I'd do anything for love, but I won't do that. I won't do that.
Also, he doubles down on everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
so he's building up to this, and I think it's part of like it's like the tension is that people are wondering like, you won't do what?
Yes.
Like what?
That hooks you.
It does hook you. It's great.
It's such a hook. It's hence the term hook, like genius hook.
Right. And so I guess the point about the and versus but.
Yes.
Right. Because he goes through all these many, many stanzas or verses, I guess. Is this a poem or a song?
Wow.
And they're all just sort of, they're all in the vein of the first one, and it's all this sort of bombastic love stuff. But then this woman comes in. What's the first one? Will you raise me up? Will you help me down? Will you get me right out of this godforsaken town? Can you make it to can you make it all a little less cold? I don't know.
Oh, and that's when he says, I can't.
I can do that. I can do that. So she goes through all these things, right?
Okay.
And she's, can you do this for me? Can you do that? I can do that. I can do that. And then she says, the final part that she sings is, I know the territory I've been around. It'll all turn to dust and we'll all fall down. Sooner or later, you'll be screwing around. I won't do that. No, I won't do that.
You're right.
So,
You're right.
So
yep.
I think the I won't do that is I won't cheat on you.
Yeah.
But because it's but,
yes.
It's like, what? Why?
I would do anything for love, but I won't cheat on you. That's weird. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but it makes sense.
And I
won't do that.
Yep. You're right.
Because I've always, even in the video, it's very clear in the video, they, at that line, sooner or later you'll be screwing around, they cut to some weird thing, clearly to distract the listener, the viewer, listener from that, because that line makes no fucking sense in the context of, but I won't do that. And I won't do that. It makes total sense. Because he's saying to you, look, I love you for all these reasons, and I will never stray. And I'll never stray, but I'll never stray doesn't make any sense.
You have to give it to them though. The genius of the but is the hook.
Yeah, I mean, I guess is that what
if you say, thinking. I don't know if he was thinking that. I feel like a lot of geniuses are like, it's in their bones, and they're not. They just, it's like some voodoo. You know, they just know these things. It's like this intuition that they have to just, no, it has to be but. No, I don't know why. I can't tell you. Because, but I won't do that. That's what hooks us all, the listener. Because I never even realized he's like, I can do that. Until I was watching the video, actually.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, he has this like little group of times where he's saying, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. And I didn't realize it was this back and forth thing. But yeah, then you're like, oh, he's kind of saying, but it's all the, I won't do that, but I won't do that. It's like, that's what, well, what would you do? Kind of what is it that you're not going to do?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Wikipedia page is actually a section, perceived ambiguity of that. An early episode of VH1 program Pop-Up Video.
Pop-Up
Video. I love pop video.
Good sound effect, babe.
Can you
do it one more time, that sound effect?
Pop-up video. Exactly what Meatloaf won't do for love remains a mystery to this day. And a reviewer for AllMusic commented, the lyrics build suspense by portraying a romance-consumed lover who pledges to do anything in the name of love except for that. A mysterious thing that he will not specify. English singer Lorraine Crosby sang the part of the duet. She and her partner, Stuart Emerson, had moved to LA to work with Jim Steinman, who became their manager and secured them a contract. While visiting the company's studios on Sunset Boulevard, Crosby was asked to provide guide vocals for Meatloaf, who was recording the song. And Crosby recalls, and I went and sang it twice. I never thought anything more about it till 6 months later when I got a phone call saying, would you mind if we used your vocals?
Ooh, and then you're just like, sure, whatever. Okay, I did that that day.
Received no royalties.
Bullshit. Bad. You should have given her something. That girl was, she was so generous.
Well, Cher, Melissa Etheridge, and Bonnie Tyler were considered for the role. Because we know Cher had sang with Meatloaf before.
Yeah.
Tyler, who described Crosby as a great friend of mine, said, quote, Meatloaf was naughty, really. He gave her no acknowledgement on the album, but I think her part really made the song.
Yeah.
I could see Melissa Etheridge singing that, actually, when I think about her.
Yeah, well, no.
Melissa Etheridge.
It would be so distinct, like that edgy, like, you know?
Yeah.
It would just be because the not knowing that there's a back and forth moment in that song creates that ambiguity.
Yeah.
Like, is the ambiguity, like, finally the thing that kind of makes that song?
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, I want to talk a little bit more about the video. The video is, if we could do a whole episode about the video. Let's talk a little bit more about the video, and then we go to the charts. All right, we're back. Really quickly on the video. The video is fucking insane. And, you know, he, first of all, it's like, I don't know if it's like Beauty and the Beast, but he's wearing this prosthetic.
You guys,
shit. It's
if
just
you,
it's crazy.
like, I don't know what your day holds, but if you have, like,
if you have 7 minutes, well, how long was the video?
38 or something like that.
Yeah. If you have 7:48.
48. Okay. I was 10 seconds off. You should watch this video.
It is absolutely insane.
Ludicrous. You know the word ludicrous.
Have to watch this
like,
video.
The thing is, like, okay, but there's so many things I want to talk about this video.
Future blockbuster director Michael Bay, still 2 years away from making.
You guys, Armageddon, Bad Boys.
It's 2 years from his debut.
Pearl
Harbor. I mean, this guy, everything is over the top with Michael Bay. He'd already made a handful of big videos before taking on the Meatloaf job. His videos for Donny Osmond, Richard Marx, and Faster Pussycat probably helped turn those songs into hits. But I Do Anything for Love, but I Won't Do That. In that, Bay had a song that matched his whole over-the-top style. And that's what it is.
What a meeting of the horror mind.
It's got all his trademarks. Motorcycles, helicopters, screeching cop cars, golden hour sunset light, disorienting herky-jerky editing, blue lit nighttime scenery, clouds of dry ice in the first 40 seconds.
The blue lit light. Good job. I didn't know about this. I had not read this.
No,
everyone. I did not read this.
It's unbelievable.
Yes.
The critic goes on to say,
no, this is a good critic.
There's a story to Anything for Love video, but that story doesn't make any sense at all. Meatloaf plays a soulful Beauty and the Beast, Phantom of the Opera looking monster, and he's on the run from police for some unspecified reason.
No, you guys, I can tell you the reason. I caught it, Michael. I am maybe one of 3 people who know.
Why? Why is he on the run?
The chandelier falls and kills the cop.
No, that's before. Listen. He crashes through a wall on a motorcycle, just like he did in Rocky Horror Picture Show, which I guess causes a chandelier to land on one of the cops who's chasing him. But they're already chasing him at that point. Meat flees from his gothic mansion into the forest, where he happens across an outrageously hot woman played by model Dana Patrick, who, in a very C&C Music Factory touch, lip syncs Lorraine Crosby's vocals.
Yes.
The outrageously hot woman takes baths and enjoys implied cunnilingus from some other outrageously hot women, but she's really turned on by Meatloaf. She doesn't care about his Klingon forehead situation. No. She sees the real him.
Yes. But, okay. Yes, all that.
We're not doing this justice. This video is just...
let me just say, all that, what you just said, and I want to stress, you must watch this because all of what he just said.
I Do Anything for Love was an international smash, the biggest single of the year in the UK. In the US, the song pushed Bat Out of Hell 2 to quintuple platinum sales.
Wow, so people loved him so much. They
bought the album.
Yeah, nice.
Let's go to the charts for 1993.
Okay, high five.
What are we thinking? I haven't looked yet.
Good job, baby.
It's obviously top 5. Is it number 1? Oh, I think it's got to be a top 5 smash.
Wow.
Are you thinking it's not?
What year is it?
93. I can't wait to see what else is on the charts. 93.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be like.
I'm thinking Christina Aguilera, and you're saying Nirvana.
No, 93. Yeah, 93 would have been a little before like that stuff. So this would have been like the height of like.
Are you sure? Okay, I can't wait. I feel like there was some concurrent.
But I also don't know like how charty like Billboard 100 was Nirvana though. I mean, they're huge, but are they like?
Never mind.
But is that like, are those songs like charting hugely?
Yes.
Okay.
I think yes. I think they were like blowing people away. Like, what is happening right? What is this that people are listening to? These kids.
93. I'll be curious to see.
When did Nevermind come out?
Never mind. It's like 92. I think the same as like
Okay.
the same as like.
Oh, I can't
Sam's
wait
first
to
album.
look at this.
I,
Okay, so let's guess. You're saying what?
I'm gonna say I'll say 2. My prediction is number 2 for the year.
I'm 7.
7 for the year. Okay, here we go. I do. Where am I? Billboard for 93. There we go. But maybe it's okay. So for 93, it's not here. So it must have been a late.
I thought that was it.
Okay, let me go.
Because I just saw that.
Let me go 94.
I will.
Let me go 94 because it might have been a late release. 94. No. So in 1993, it's number 36.
Wow. Okay, can we look at the top?
Okay, so it's number 36 in 1993. That same year, I Will Always Love You. Look at number 2. Whoop, there it is.
How funny though. Okay, that's a little dramatic. I Will Always Love You.
It's a little Jim Steinham.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like there's some drama. People are like, listen, we're a little sick of whatever else is going on.
But look at this. This is the,
there it
so
is.
the narrative is by the early 90s, like grunge rock. But look at this top 10. Whitney, Tag Team, UB40, Janet Jackson,
good.
Silk, Sisters with Voices, Shy, Mariah Carey, Rex and Effects.
It's really eclectic for pop.
Nothing but a G thing.
Jesus.
Is 11.
Dr. Dre just missed 10.
Clean version. I mean, it's really good. I want to see here actually. Is Nirvana even? Where does Nirvana show up on
Wait,
this
when
list?
did Boys to Men come out? That song, that movie.
Wait, Boys in the Hood?
I'm sorry, Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood came out 90 around this time actually. Because 94. Ace of Base, All for One, Boys to Men.
Like
but look, Celine Dion, Marie. But I think the point here is that like those grunge albums were culturally huge, but they were not
charted.
Sales huge.
Did they though? Come on.
But still, I mean, if we're to hear, if the narrative is that these bands, not just Pearl Jam and Nirvana, took over in the early 90s. It's like, how could Meatloaf ever chart in 1993? Well, I got a pretty fucking good idea.
It makes sense.
I got a fucking good idea. I Will Always Love You was number 1.
Yeah.
So, it'll chart.
Yeah.
Like that's the way Love Goes.
Janet Jackson.
Like so, I mean, I
can't help falling in love, but Whoop, there it is like really a little wild card, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's number 2.
So look, he's bombastic, he's musical theater. That does give you some surprise, but you look at this at the Billboard 100. It's not that shocking that he would chart. I mean, number 18 for the year was A Whole New World.
Oh my god!
From which Disney movie was that? Was it Beauty and the Beast?
Is it Beauty and the Beast? Which would be very Meatloaf.
That would be incredible, actually.
That can't be.
Wait, true. A Whole New World was from which movie? Oh, Aladdin.
Oh, Aladdin. Oh, am I thinking of a different one then?
But you know,
am I making
if number 18 for the year on the Billboard 100 is a Disney movie?
Yeah. Even so.
So how could we be surprised that Meatloaf would be a hit?
Yes.
I mean, this actually makes me really kind of
look at her pirate outfit.
Janet Jackson, yeah.
That's the way love goes. She's singing That's the Way Love Goes in a pirate outfit.
Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. Now I'm really kind of rethinking this whole like, oh my God, I can't believe
out of left field.
I can't believe Meatloaf did this.
Everyone was just dying for it.
Yeah, people are singing like just cheesy love songs at the top of the charts. But it was the age of Nirvana. Fucking Nirvana's not even in the top 100. Like,
are they anywhere?
Like people were listening to Lithium. No, they weren't. They were listening to fucking Celine Dion. Why is it surprising that Meatloaf was a huge hit? Okay.
Yeah,
This
Michael
is
Jackson is here, Bobby Brown is here, Madonna is here.
yeah.
Madonna has
This suddenly is not that surprising.
66 and 67 deeper and deeper rain. Is that Ray of Light era?
Yeah, Ray of Light's late 90s.
Late
This was like when her like
Kenny G is on this
Kenny G. What song is Kenny G charting with?
Forever in Love.
Damn, Kenny G number
John
73 for the
Cicada.
year. Well, John Cicada.
Angel, Forever in Love.
Yeah.
Look at three.
Do you believe in us?
Jesus.
Cicada kind of hit though.
In Vogue. Criss Cross featuring Supercat. Song called All Right. I'm just
Check
looking if
yourself
I
before you wreck yourself.
Gin Blossoms, Hey Jealousy was number 95.
Yeah.
Sting,
Some of these are like
if I ever
clearly
lose
on their way out.
I know, but still, I love.
So I mean, okay, so this is so interesting. I mean, Meatloaf. One thing I guess you have to say about Meatloaf is the guy never changed.
Yeah.
You know, he comes up, he literally moves to LA.
Theater kid.
And,
without any theater kid background.
And hits with Hair, Rocky Horror Picture Show, and all his music in the 80s when he's just bombing, can't sell a record. He's out there just doing this. He gets to the point where he's playing clubs, which he thought was depressing, but he's singing all the Bat Out of Hell stuff, and he comes back.
Where is he doing clubs?
He's playing clubs all around the U.S. In Europe, he was always big, though. He did great in Europe. But Europe never turned on Meatloaf. But I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of, I want to come back to this. Like, so, you know, the VH1 documentary, the critic, Wikipedia, it's all like, wow, can you believe Meatloaf? And it's like, yeah, actually, I kind of can't believe Meatloaf when I look at the charts.
Yes, you're right about that. But also, like, these people, like these critics, or also these people like these like data forecasters with their like knowledge of what we just did. Like, this is what we need to do. How can we comp this and this and this and this? And it's like, but there's also that you don't know. There's the unknown factor that they never take into account, and there'll be like, you can't take into account, but also you can kind of just like, this really cool, different, weird thing, because something is selling right now in fashion that you never thought would sell. Look at this thing that they like that just was our wild card thing in the collection. Oh, wow, they like that. There's always like something, like you never kind of believe or trust your customer or whatever, but they're out there and they're kind of like hungry for new and interesting and different and passionate.
Mm-hmm.
Like where there's some, like the thing about this song, it's so passionate and his heart is in that song. And like when there's like some heart and some interest and some, novelty, like people really like that. And the critic or the data cruncher cannot account for the fact that there's a whole audience of people like just wanting like interesting and different and
but I think the critic and the musician operate in the same space where they're kind of wrestling with like the nature of humans making music, right? Where you've got people making what they want to make, and maybe in some sense trying to figure, there's musicians who are always going to make what they want to make, and some maybe we're trying to see which way the wind's blowing, and critics kind of reading that, but it's all this ball of just humanness twirling, right? And that's where I think like you can overlay all this bullshit AI algorithm stuff, but it can't get into that core, because a critic can critique and it can predict and they can, but ultimately it's still just human subjectiveness, which makes it beautiful.
Of course. Yes, I agree with that. But it's like, to tag on to that, like just the thing I'm trying to say is like,
and not but.
Okay, yes. Good point, babe. The and of that is a critic in the room of like Sticky Fingers, or these, like, say a Rolling Stones album, they're cutting songs,
Mm-hmm.
and but the artist is like, they're just like, they're like feeling the pulse of what they feel, and they're kind of like, this is the thing,
Yeah.
and yeah, so I just think that the critic, like, they try to just assimilate what they have, all their information, and they're trying to, like, glean what they can from this, because they usually get the stuff before it hits public,
Yeah, they might get
and
like,
so they're saying this new album and blah blah blah, and then they get to put their critique of some artist's rendition of putting something out there, because I'm feeling this and I'm not okay, but this is just probably the nature of that. I bet in, like, the Stone Age, someone's like, bum, bum, I did this thing. He's drawing on a rock with, like,
oh
a
yeah.
bloody femur. I don't know what he's using as his like pen, but he's using this thing and creating some
The Village Voice of
picture.
the
Yeah,
Bronze Age was like,
right.
this is so
And there's someone
pretentious.
around the fire that's just like, "Meh, meh, meh." Oh, he hates it. And then, everyone's like, eh. Some people are piling on, and then there's, it's just like this many people loved it. And
There's some guy like everyone's dancing around the fire, loving it. Some
yeah, yeah,
pretentious
yes.
rock critic is like this.
Oh, they're all dancing, he's exactly, he's mad about it. But the thing is, you can't say no, neither, like what you were saying, it's like they're swirling in the same world, because neither the artist nor the critic can actually, like, really understand the public's mind. Because this is a hive and you are two individuals.
Yeah.
And what is the hive gonna like, and what you think,
Or but also does it matter what the hive thinks? Because Meatloaf goes from the hive loves him to the hive doesn't like him, right? He goes through a decade of he really hasn't changed.
That's the
But
beauty of Meatloaf.
but I mean, maybe with the one exception is he wasn't working with Steinman though. But he was still singing in a similar fashion. He still was doing the whole, and then he comes all back around,
Yeah.
and you know, he's back on top, and
Deservedly so.
deservedly so, and
Good job, Meatloaf.
meat.
Sorry,
Good
Meat.
job by you, meat, Mr. Loaf. We salute you. And on that note, on those many notes, the chords, the bombastic power chords.
Yeah, of, musical theater kid, we salute.
We salute you. We bid you a good night.
Okay,
Thanks for love you.